security technology has been developed to simultaneously monitor all activity in and around your property, flag any abnormalities and prompt guards to respond immediately. Well, in studio with me to chat more about this technology, I have Warren Myers, COO of Myertal. Welcome, Warren.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Warren, how has security technology evolved over the years?
Well, it really is a very fast-changing and difficult thing to keep track on, especially if you not actively involved in it on a day-to-day. But first of all, a lot of movement has been away from manpower and more towards technological-based systems. And what Myertal do is we've learned to marry those two aspects together in a very effective manner and apply it in really any environment in which it's been deployed. You know, taking things as they are at the moment, with labour prices going up or labour costs going up, introducing technology is a must-do for any property owner at the moment.
So you've developed a new technology, and tell us about that.
Oh, well, we've introduced this new technology, which is a remotely based surveillance system. What the system does is it takes any video feed or any existing surveillance system, it learns the correct movements within a frame, and it flags abnormalities. So your system is still getting recorded and doing everything that it used to do, but the algorithm or the software, the algorithm is the part of the software which learns what's correct within a camera frame. And we've worked on about 4 or 5% of the video feed is extracted, it's presented to a controller, on-site or off-site. We predominantly prefer off-site monitoring, depending on the application. And that system then becomes alive. You know, the system gets brought to life. Alerts are getting monitored in real time, and it creates a vastly more proactive solution instead of your old system which just got recorded and used as a post-incident or post-appraisal tool.
When you talk about abnormalities, give us an example.
Well, you know, in any environment, people tend to move the same, you know, whether it's in a shopping center or an airport or a commercial building. Strange changes in direction, running, people carrying more than they're supposed to. The system learns what's correct and what's incorrect, and based on sensitivities that we can tweak depending on the environment, these abnormalities or these flagged alerts get produced in our control room off-site. So
if we look at where this can be adapted to, this new technology, is it for the commercial sector? Is it for the residential housing? Is it retail? Well,
within any camera system, anywhere, in any application, the system can learn what's right and what's not right, as I've mentioned. So, you know, we've pushed it mainly into commercial and retail spaces where it's a lot more, the applications are a lot more suitable, and we've also used it in some residential, but more community residential environments, like estates, private homes. It's a bit more on a personal level to invest in something of this magnitude, but it's not to say that
I'm sure it's quite costly though.
No, well, not at all. The system is integratable onto any existing system, so all your cabling, all your cameras, all your power supplies get retained, and all we do is we replace your machine, your processing machine, and that gets put into a network and that gets monitored for you off-site. So Myertal provide the full installation, the maintenance of the system, but also the real-time 24-hour proactive monitoring of that system.
What are the hotspots in terms of criminal activity if you look at the retail sector, for example?
Retail, you know, crime stats just got released. A huge problem at the moment is ATMs. Especially around the skimming aspect of ATMs, robberies, and just normal break-ins are still quite rife. You know, people are still breaking into office buildings and into shops at night, and it's just become quite a difficult thing to keep track of. You know, another big aspect of retail crime is internal shrinkage within a shop. Your own employees, I'm sure. Who's ever watching that does have employees knows all about this. And we've actually got case studies where we are running the software on someone's existing system within a retail space where the system flags one of the cashiers pocketing cash underneath the till, because that movement is completely unnatural. You know, at a till environment, money gets exchanged, tray gets opened, goods get excused, maybe packed and passed on. The movement of taking something and putting it underneath, that needs to get flagged and that needs to get monitored. So,
and this system will pick it up, right?
yes, correct. That's what I mean, that's the main application.
What about security guards? Will they become obsolete in the future with this new technology?
No, not at all. Myertal have quite a large guarding component of our company. We provide it, we train the guards, we implement and manage them as well. And you know, you'll never not need that physicality on your site. It will always be something that you need. That's how our whole model works, especially in retail, whereby alerts are generated in a control room off-site, and our guards are actioned in real time to go and interrogate or question someone, or, you know, or challenge someone, which is really proactive, and that's what you need. You know, you don't want to wait for guys to run into centres with AK-47s. There's nothing you can do. There's not anything that anyone can do really. You have to prevent the guys in their planning phases. When guys are coming and loitering and taking pictures and moving strangely, you know, it's incredible what you'd find after now that we've got the system implemented. You know how different shoppers move within a retail space. And most of our flags that come through are actually our own security guards, which are in actual fact information gatherers just on the good team, not the bad team. And you know, cash in transit guys, they move so much more differently. And people loitering and gaining information from an environment is something where you need to stop. That is where you need to stop an attack in the planning phases.
Great. Thank you, Warren, from Myertal. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
It's time to take a short ad break, but don't go away, because after the break we discuss the relationship between IT and business.